Hey, good Thursday morning. Yeah, Thursday morning. Are you tired? I mean, seriously, are you tired? Life is hard. It really is. There are folks, not just here in Ritchie County, but all over. I see it on social media who are struggling in life. I have friends and family who are grieving over loss of loved ones. I have folks I know who are struggling with mental health issues, people that I know who are struggling and recovering from surgeries. I mean, life can be difficult. And sometimes we just try to go through life on our own. We don't want people to know what's going on, We don't want folks to understand, or maybe we just don't want to reach out and ask for the help that we need. In Exodus chapter 17, Moses went up on top of the mountain. Joshua chose some men to go out and fight the enemy called the Amalekites. And Moses held up his hands. He held up the staff of God. And he did that because it gave those folks, those men down below on the battleground, encouragement. They knew that they weren't alone. And it wasn't because Moses was holding his hands up. When you read this and look at it in Hebrew, you know what he was doing? He was holding up the staff of God. And that staff of God reminded those men down below, reminded them how God used that staff to make miracles happen when Moses spoke to Pharaoh about letting my people go. That staff reminded them of what happened when the Israelites were pinned against the big body of water called the Red Sea. And behind them was the army of Egypt. They had nowhere to go, but God told Moses to take the staff, hold it out over the water. And when he did, what happened? Well, that water parted. And sometimes we forget the power of God. We forget the power of friendship. We forget what it means to have people who have our backs. And Moses, when he took that Aaron and Hur up to the mountaintop, when he took those two men, he trusted them. He knew that if he was going to struggle, he knew that if his arms were going to get tired, he knew that if he needed help, it was those two men who would stand with Moses. They wouldn't stand back and criticize and say, oh, come on, look how weak you are. You can't even hold your arm up. You can't even hold that staff up. He didn't need that. He needed somebody who was going to walk with him, stand with him, believe in him, pray with him, and help him in his time of need. And when his arms grew tired, what happened? Aaron and Hur held up the arms of Moses for him. And then when it got to the point where they couldn't do it, they propped his arms up with rocks and stones that was on top of the mountain. Sometimes life is hard. Sometimes we need help. Sometimes we don't know who to ask. But you know what? Pray. Walk with God. You know, the Beatles had a song called I Get By With a Little Help from My Friends. And I think Moses, if that song was written thousands of years ago, Moses would have probably sang that song because he got by that day, not only with the help of his friends, but with the power of God. Yeah. So this is Pastor Bill from St. Luke's United Methodist Church, Harrisville, West Virginia, Ritchie County, West Virginia. I have no idea what you're facing. I have no idea what you're going through. But all I know is don't go through this journey of life alone. Pray for one another, love one another, help one another. And even when you're tired and you need help, I pray that God will send those friends, those people that will give you the strength you need to overcome. Hey, wherever you are, I hope you're happy. I hope you're healthy. and I hope you're safe. Have a great day, everyone. God bless.